Have you ever had people show interest in your products or business, but they never actually buy or sign up? It can be very frustrating, right? Well, today I'll be sharing simple but powerful tips to help you turn those leads into actual customers or team members. Hi, my name is Chamaka Chinakweze, and here is a brief outline of what you can gain from this audiocast. You will learn how to understand your leads, you will learn how to build connection and trust. You will also learn how to handle objections effectively, and you will learn the art of follow-up. Also, you will learn how to close the sale or the recruitment. So coming to the first tip, you need to understand your leads. You need to know that not all leads are the same. Some are just curious, some are just interested, but they're hesitant, and some are ready to buy. So before going ahead to pitch your products to anybody or your lead, you need to engage them in a conversation to understand what their needs are. Instead of saying, do you want to buy? You can try asking, what are you currently using for skincare? How is it working out for you? Or you can ask them, have you previously tried any method of weight loss? How did it work out for you? So asking them this question would help make the lead get comfortable with you, and it will keep the conversation flowing. The next tip is building trust and connection. You need to understand that people buy from those they trust. So showing authenticity and credibility is a very key thing. You can share testimonials or personal experiences, and you need to always offer value before selling. Value like skincare tips, honest advice. You need to understand that from the point the lead connected with you to the point of sale, when you finally close the sale, it can take up to a week, it can take up to a month, some even take years. But you need to be consistent, right? You don't just show up only when you want to sell. Now imagine someone you barely know suddenly ask you for money. You'll be hesitant, right? So that is why trust is key in sales. You need to allow your leads to get to trust you and to know you. The next tip will be handling objections effectively, and that is one of the problems that we experience in this business as Oriflame brand partners. Objections. Some common objections that you might face would be telling you that your products are too expensive, or they might tell you that they need to think about it, or they might be concerned if the product will actually work for them. How you respond is everything. Objections are not something to shy away from. Here are some of the ways that you can handle objections like a pro. For someone telling you that a product that you're telling them about is too expensive, you can respond like this: I understand, but think of it this way. Then you go ahead to share the value of the product, not just the price. Now, using the velocity meal replacement as an example, when someone tells me it's too expensive, I go ahead to share the value. I tell them about the nutrition, how nutrient packed it is. I tell them how effective it is. I tell them how easy to prepare and how it saves time. I even go ahead to break down the price into daily cost and then ask them if the price it is in daily cost can actually buy them a very balanced meal in this economy. For something like Feminel, when I break down the benefits, and I break down the price down to the daily usage, look at how much you'll be spending. If you break down this price into the daily usage, they will get to see that it is not expensive, it is worth the price. And going by the amount you'll be spending daily for something that will last you that long, I'm talking about Feminel now, they will see reasons with you why they should actually save up for it if they don't have the money handy and buy the product. If someone tells you that they need to think about your product or the opportunity, you can just respond like this: sure, what exactly would you like to think about? Maybe I could help you to clarify it. And that is how you can keep the conversation going. If someone tells you, I don't know if it will work for me, you can respond by telling them how it has helped others with similar concerns. You can even go ahead and show them. Of course, you know that we have a lot of reviews on each product on your Oriflame app, beauty app, or you can go to the website. We have lots of reviews about each product from people who have tried and confirmed this product. These are authentic reviews. There is no editing. So you can go there, can copy out those reviews, and you can share with them. The next tip will be the art of follow-up. You need to understand that many people do not buy immediately. So following up is key. Sometimes you heard something like, the fortune is in the follow-up. Follow-up is very essential for you to be able to close a sale or to turn the lead into a customer or a recruit. Now, you need to follow up with value. Do not pressure people. When you're following up, make sure that you are doing a personalized follow-up. Don't just copy and paste generic messages. It's not a good way to follow up with people at all. It doesn't show that you actually care about that person. It's too salesy. You don't want to be too salesy when you're following up with people. When you want to follow up, you make sure that it is very personalized. You have their name there. Hi, Emeka. Hi, Funke. Hi, Amina. Okay, if for instance you want to get the attention of someone to check out something, you put it on your status. You know how I always tell us to not just focus on posting on your status. Now, to post on your status is also good, but people are busy. Most of them might not even see the things that you've posted. So if you want to do DM follow-up, make sure that you add the person's name. You can select, maybe you can follow up with 10 people every day or 20 people every day, so that you will not do unprofessional job. So you need to maybe select the amount of people you want to follow up. And you can sound something like this. Hi, Emeka. I just shared a post on the benefits of omega-3, and I thought it would be useful to you. So this is it. Okay. So, and you also need to keep track of conversations so that you can follow up meaningfully. Before you follow up with somebody, you can maybe scroll back to the conversation that you had with that person to see if you can pick 1 or 2 points from what you guys had talked about previously. Then you can maybe key it in your follow-up so that it will make more sense, and to show them that you actually pay attention, and it will present you as an expert. So you also need to be patient and consistent. Timing is everything. Now, sometimes I follow up with people from their status. Maybe when they post something and is in relation with something that I know that if I get them talking, I can always pitch in 1 or 2. That's another way of following up. So timing is very, very important. So the final one is closing the sale or the recruitment. And you need to guide your leads towards a decision with confidence. Some of you are scared. Don't be scared. You need to present yourself as someone that's confident. You know what you are saying. They can either tell you they're not ready. Nobody will beat you, because your leads can sense when you're not confident about the thing you're talking about. You need to use urgency. Don't be pushy. Something like whenever there's a promo, you can say, this promo is ending in 2 days. I would love for you to take advantage of it. Or you can give them an easy step. You can say, I can help you place your first order right now. That's not me encouraging you to always do stuff for your people, your team members, but that can get them started. You can help them place their first order. Or, well, you can ask them, would you like to get started today? So these are direct questions that would help them, will help you guide them towards making a decision whether they want to get started or whether they want to make that purchase. Okay, so these are the tips that you can apply from the first moment you meet a lead till you close that sale. And remember that it's not a one-day thing. Yeah, if it's a one-day thing, beautiful. That means the person is actually ready, because some leads are ready to buy. They come to you very ready. They don't need for convincing. Maybe they've already done their own research and they know exactly what they want. But those kind of people are very few. Most leads will need assurances. They will have objections. They will need to see that you actually care about them and you're not just after their money. All right. So these steps I outlined is something that you can put into practice. Okay. You might not be perfect at first, but when you do it over and over again, you will get used to it. Even if someone wakes you up from sleep, you will be able to close your sales. And knowing these steps would make you to be less frustrated when something is not really going the way you want. Some people expect that when they get a lead, especially people that are running adverts, they expect that once someone comes to their DM, they're coming with money. Take my money. That's what they want. That's what they expect. But it doesn't always work like that. When you are asked to run adverts, or maybe when you're asked to go get leads, these are some of the steps, or these are the steps that would happen before that lead actually converts into a customer or a recruit. These are some of the steps. So knowing these steps will actually make you to know exactly what you are expecting and to know the point at which you are with a particular lead, to help you to know whether you're closer to getting the sale or whether you're closer to recruitment, or how close you are from the point of the lead coming into your DM to the point of sale. So make sure that you go over these things again, listen to it as many times as you can, and it's going to really help you and it's going to improve your conversion rate. So if you have any question, please feel free to drop it in the group or under the comment section, and I will look at it for you. So thank you so much.